A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
You look at the Saints defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now Lewis. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Robeson.
The pass caught.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
But it looks like one of the DBs has.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Back to throw. Robeson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And some space here.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Young Ray Crew is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Lewis. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. You can look at this Saints defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lewis. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Bush trying the middle.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, dip it into the bag of tricks there, but it does not work out. And it's fourth down now. Here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw.
Robeson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Raiders.
And he's going to use his legs here.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, Not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 13-7.
Raiders 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave, 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that
one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down, Las Vegas.
They run over center with Mitchell. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Looking to throw. Lewis. That's caught by Tucker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 43, here's second down and 1. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Raiders a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Tucker.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In motion comes the tight end left. Second and 1.
That's caught by Tucker.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's second and 5 now from the 22.
In motion left is Wilson. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throwing to start the drive. Robeson. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Second and long. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Lewis. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 2.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Operating from the gun, Robeson steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Lewis. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. The tight end in motion right.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bryan Bresee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Lewis. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Robeson. That is caught by Dell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And a completion to Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robeson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Short throw caught by Bowers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Room past the 35.
And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Robeson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
He'll keep it himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Robeson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, here's Mitchell. Powers through, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lewis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Looking to throw. Lewis. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
He's got a man complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Koo now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Saints 61, Raiders 28. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. Down the left sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 82 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And that's too tall for his